Now, you know, when I went out on my faith and God sent me, I had to speak that which God commanded me to do. I had to lay all fear and everything aside. There were certain sinister acts was acted out against me that I couldn't be around my grandchildren like other people feel. I can't be around them because the sinister minds of Satan, they would use them against me because of the lack of the faith. I don't have no friends because I can't be around them because the sinister mindset of the demonic mind of Satan. He would use them to transgress against me to make it look like I'm doing something I'm not. Friends, I went down to give a party down there in Pine Bluff about the first of the month of October. And I went to feed the children and try to talk to them about God. But when I got there was these gangbangers all in the neighborhood with detectives and everything around taking pictures as if I didn't know what was going on to make it look like I'm giving a party to drug dealers. I'm just showing you this. And I'm going to continue to say these things because this is what happened to some of you out there today that you don't understand. Well, after I got back to Conway, Arkansas from Pine Bluff, because Pine Bluff is killing, so nobody seemed to stop. But it became a rhetoric to give the news media something to talk about. But they're talking about my people. I went down there to try to make a difference, but by me going down there to try to make a difference, they try to make it look as if I was part of a drug deal down there. They cut the lights off in my house, went in there some kind of way. So I saw what hadn't happened. After seeing these things, I had to go down there and have my house rekeyed because I know they had security doors on, but they took in this young Gentile man that worked for me as with me on the railroad. He put in the key. He made some security door, and I didn't get the keys back. Well, this man somehow was a thorn in my side because it seemed as if he followed around us to see what we were doing when we was on the job to use as a propaganda tool one against the other. Talk about this man who was black to this man who was black. And they used it as a propaganda, and this young man acted like he enjoyed this stuff. In other words, he was showing me the mindset. But somehow, when they created this glass door and rekeyed the house, I didn't get the keys back. So it fell in the hands of somebody, and it's apparently they get that set of keys to the drug dealers over there, out of malice. I'm going to say these here things. And when they did so, he could go in and put drugs there. I'm up here in Conway 24/7. He could sell drugs out the window. Sitting there and they lied and said, well, he got that man selling drugs. And when I gave the party and this other stuff came to play, they left some children who didn't have water at the home to drink because there was no water cut on. But yet they couldn't bring them there and give them a drink of the water that I had in the big cooler if they know they say, well, the kid wasn't dressed properly. How in the heck is they not dressed properly when they don't have any water at home? I'm showing you what this had. But yet these drug dealers with their pants down were having a colony of flies following them. They came up and scooped up everything and went home and they didn't give the children nothing. 6 children. So they say. I'm just showing you this. But to give me a black eye, make it look like I'm coming down there feeding drug dealers. And I came down there delivering the message what God said. But my God didn't stop there. He was showing me the mindset of Satan. and demonic mindset of the black people, not the white people, because that joker's got a leash around his neck. He's serving that man. Well, about 4 days ago, I get to my house and I find refuge in here. But they said, so want to know why? Well, why did he don't come out? Well, the hell with what you say. If every time I go out and you try to set a trap up on me like you did Aloma, and through his addictive mindset got him in the prison for 100-something years, he can't say nothing against you no more. But if I go out and you find to trap me, who is there to speak to the people? So I step in my house. The hell with you what you saying, how come he's staying up in here? Because every time I go out, you try to trap me. Every time I didn't let my children come back here this summer to spend the day with, because you try to create a case against me. I have no refuge out there. Well, let me tell you what they're doing. Now they're looking at me like I'm crazy. I put this thing on YouTube, this camera proving I'm not lying, where they had my grandson to use on his hand, a miniature camera where you slide the rubber over your thing and take pictures of me when I was laying down space. And they know where to put the stuff, agent in through there to cause me to be sick. Well, I'll tell you this. I left one morning going to Lowe's to get me some supply because I'm working for God to create these jobs. I came back, there was 4 police cars by my house. Why was they there? I mean, I don't go. I don't I stay. Was they there for my protection or was they there for sense to me? One at this end of the driveway, one at that end of the driveway, and 2 at the road entering into my street. One on that end faced this way, facing west. On that end facing east. And these led my driveway facing north and them facing the south. And I said, well, what they're there? They're going to sit up and handcuff me if something I did or something, the lie has been fabricated. They know all these drug dealers if you. Because they put them there. It's part of Blackwater. He promised me when they had driven me down out in the wilderness in the year of 2002, that when I stopped, he was going to give me. But I tell him, hell no, you ain't. If God said you ain't gonna do it, you ain't gonna do it. If God said you're gonna do it, then you're gonna do it. The power of God is never was, and ain't now in your hand. Well, I drove in my driveway that day, and I took out my 4 pieces of plywood that I have to trade ticket and make my images on, because that's what I do. I'm serving God. But these black people that moved in my neighborhood is more vigilant. They're more intrigued on doing me harm, and they don't supposed to even know me. But they're acting out the will of the Antichrist. I said, how can my people be so stupid and just do so low until they do these things? 2 days later, which was, I believe, yesterday, I went back over there and I sit down and talked to my ex-wife about some business. And I went out to Walmart and came back. Well, there were these 3 black men standing in the middle of the road at the stop sign. But what had happened, God had showed a video, had this man to show a video of this 747 coming by the Golden Gate Bridge, but with the camera it made it look like that he came from the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge, but it came on this side. So this day later, after I went to Walmart, these 3 men standing in the road down here was standing anyway, and this man down there path, he apparently had a camera and make it look like I was making a drug deal with these drug dealers.